It's been 77 episodes in the making, but I can finally say in this episode we're about to play our first 2 games in the Premier League with Crystal Palace. Welcome to Bottoms Up, episode 12. If someone said to me at the start of FM24 that I'd be 77 episodes deep into a series on YouTube, I probably would have thought they was mad. But here we are, first 2 games in the Premier League in this episode. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, it's going to be awesome. If you was here yesterday for the transfer special, you'll know about the players that we brought in. If you wasn't, we're just going to do a very quick recap, and if you want to know more about them, just go back to yesterday's episode. So basically we brought in a new goalkeeper in Callum McKenna, £25 million from Stoke. He's 24 years old, Scottish international actually, 54 caps for Scotland, so he's obviously got something about him. Emerson Fernandez from Sporting Lisbon. He's a central midfielder, can play on the wings as well. Really good player, 22 years old. Jeton Zanelli, Kosovan, came in from Sassuolo. He joined them on a free transfer. They sold him to us for 3.1 million. He's central defender, 6'1", got some really good attributes about him, got a bit of potential as well. Then Thomas Akazvatny, I'll get his name right eventually, potential 5-star player. 18-year-old Norwegian, plays in the centre midfield. He'll be playing in the defensive midfield area for us as a ball-winning midfielder. Then we've got John Solis, who admittedly I forgot we'd actually signed him originally, but look at him, Colombian international, 15 caps, 3 goals, 4 stars. He will be a deep line player. He's the guy that I am really hoping everything goes through this season. Really holding out a lot of hope for that guy. Then we've got Kenta Mahara, who's had an amazing pre-season. 6 goals and 3 assists from 7 starts, 1 substitute appearance. Can play anywhere across the attacking midfield area, can play up front. He'll be playing out wide on the right for us. Again, looking at the age bracket, 19 years old, you're seeing a trend here. The older guys are being nudged out and the youngsters are coming in. Eric Ortega, 3.1 million, will be a starting centre-back, 5-star potential, 20-year-old Chilean, absolutely delighted. And in terms of players that got out, Odsonne Edouard we knew was leaving. There's been no major sales. We did let, if we go down here, Alexander Nubel, our goalkeeper, went to Paris Saint-Germain for 6 million. We bought him for 4.2. We've made a couple of million profit nearly on him. And that's a 34-year-old out and a 24, 25-year-old that's come in. In terms of finances, we are £8.7 million in the red. We've still got 9.6 million in the transfer budget, and we've still got about £300,000 just under that we can spend in wage budget as well. I'm not expecting to sell anybody, but there are still clubs interested, and there is obviously still a few weeks left of the transfer window. So if we do end up selling anyone, obviously that will be done between now and the next episode. We may bring somebody else into cover for them, but all told, I am absolutely thrilled with the squad that we've got. We start against Bournemouth. Everybody else has already played. It is a home game back in the Premier League. So let's get straight into it. There's no point messing around. And here's I'll say new look. I mean, it's not that new. And midfield is completely new. But we've got McKenna in goal, Barco left back, Martin right back, Bichiabu and Ortega in the centre of defence, Solis and Akazvatny in the centre of midfield, Liedemar and Mahara out wide with Siberi in behind Barcola. The reason why Liedemar's playing today, by the way, is because we've got a bit of an injury crisis to our left-sided attackers. Duarte is back from an injury, but as you see there, he's not really fit. Abdul Karim Singano has also got an injury. He's out for another couple of days. And Ernest Nuama will be out for another couple of weeks with his injury as well. Duarte might be fit for the next game, but might not be. We'll have to wait and see. So, yeah, that's the team we're going with. Let's get into the game. And we want a win on our first game of the season. We haven't given this poor guy a squad number yet. Yet he's one of their big name signings for the summer. I say big name, it didn't cost us a great deal, but the fact that he's a 5-star potential youngster I am very excited about it. We've got a couple of them in our squad now. So that's how we line up. Let's get into the game. Our first game back in the Premier League, folks. We want to win this game. It's against Bournemouth. They are expected to be a team that struggles this season. Our aim is to attempt to avoid relegation. Which should mean if we do get relegated, then we should still keep our job. But we're not going to think about relegation. We're about surviving comfortably this season. Is Akasvatni to Barco. Oh, Barco. Must have been a save, because it's gone out for a corner. Barco's going to take it. He's going to whip one in. It's cleared by Bournemouth. So Bari picks up the loose ball. Goes back to Barco. To Mihara. Oh, I thought he was taking a shot, but Liedemar picks it up and... Oh, what happened there? Has that gone out for a corner? It has. Okay. Mihara will take the corner from the left-hand side. Whips it in. He is actually a specialist corner kick taker, a free kick taker, I think, as well, Mihara. So it'd be interesting to see what he can come up with from them positions. Barco's now gives it to Liedemar. Back to Barco. Oh, it's a penalty. Right, who's their penalty taker? I don't actually know who their penalty taker is. I think it might be Mihara. From what I've seen... No, Barco prefers to take the penalties. We're going to give it to Mihara. I don't think I want my left back taking penalties. So I think I'll change this all or set it all up properly in between games. But we'll leave it like that now, that it's Mihara and Solis or Solis. Let me know in the comments how you would say that name. But it's going to be a penalty. Oh, we're going to have VAR in all this now as well, aren't we? I mean, it'll be given because they always are on VAR, but we've not had to deal with VAR in bottoms up. It's something new for us. So here's Mihara with the penalty. And he scores it. On debut, Kenta Mihara. I think he's a Japanese player, Mihara, so we should benefit from shirt sales. Get a bit of a boost on the international shirt sales with having a Japanese player play for us, especially if he does well and his profile becomes known around the world sort of thing. But half an hour in, we've been the better team. Bournemouth have barely had a look in, really. They had that opportunity right at the beginning of the game. But other than that, we have been the better team, 4 shots on target. And it looks like we're going to get to half... Oh, no, they've got a corner. We don't clear it. And they've equalised. Ibrahima Diallo. Well, that was poor from us. We didn't deal with the corner, and in the final minute of the first half, Bournemouth have equalised. That is disappointing. It really is. Right, we've got another highlight. So can we go up the other end and score straight back again? Here's Barco. He's lost the ball to Murray. Here's a goal scorer, Diallo. Oh, don't tell me they're going to score 2 quick goals and we're going to go in behind at half-time. Mihara wins it back. Saibarin, I'm really worried that he's not going to be very good this season. He was awesome for us last season, and I'm wanting to be awesome for us again this season because he was our player of the season last season. Mihara 2-1. Oh, it's going to be disallowed. It's going to be disallowed. Liedemar would have got a great assist there. Mihara would have got an awesome goal. Oh, it's been given. Oh, I'm going to hate VAR. I'm really going to hate having VAR in this. I got all excited then. Liedemar's got an assist. Mihara's got his second of the game. I said he had a really good pre-season. Right, here we go. Second half is underway. Got pretty much a full house here of 25,486 for their first game back in the... It's actually in-game. It's Crystal Palace's first season back in the Premier League for 3 seasons out of it. Right, Bournemouth have won the ball back. They're going to play through the middle of the park. I'd be disappointed to score in that manner, but... Oh, it's disappointed to score in any manner, let's be honest. Samuel Smith! Oh... Must have been a good save from the keeper because it's gone out for a corner. Murray will take the corner. Mihara finally deals with it and gets it cleared. Liedemar picks it up, but then the highlight ends. We have a corner. Mihara takes it. Whips the ball into the box. It's cleared. Liedemar picks it up. Here's Ortega. Oh, Akazvatny. Mahara, misplaced pass, and now Bournemouth can counter. We need to get a tackle in here, folks. Come on, boys. Let's win the ball back. Right, highlight ends. It's now down the other end. Barco will take the free kick. Saved by the keeper, I believe, and then headed over the bar. It's another goal kick for Bournemouth. We have easily been the better team. We should be further ahead than what we are. Right, we're going to pause while we contemplate substitutions. I think Barcola can come on. I mean, I haven't seen him have a look in yet. Kevin Nicol. In actual fact, I'm going to bring Alan Marrick on. I'm really undecided over who my central midfield, who my striker area is going to be. Right. Do I want to do... I mean, I don't really think there's any need to do any more substitutions. I think we'll just leave it at that for the time being. Give it another 5-10 minutes before we make any more. Right. Kenta Mahara is looking tired, so I think we need to bring him off, so I don't want to ruin him. We'll bring Mohamed Sham on. And then Emerson Fernandez. He wants to be a deep line playmaker, doesn't he? So... we'll bring him on for Solace. And I think that'll be it for now. Got my eye on Ortega on a 6.5. Right, we have a corner. Barco takes it. Outswinger this time. Bicciabo! First goal of the season for Bicciabo. It's 3-1 to the Palace. And that should put the game beyond doubt, is what the highlight is telling me. A winning start to our first season back in the Premier League against Bournemouth. Right, Jason Chandler can come on for Ortega. And then who else is looking really tired? Saibar is looking a bit knackered. So, I mean, Zaori thinks he can play in that role there. So let's give him 10 minutes if you include stoppage time, maybe a little bit more than that. So Bournemouth have the ball, 87th minute of the game. Ball over the top. Oh my word. I thought we'd actually won the ball back then, but... Right, it's gone out for a corner. But they're not showing the highlight. 4 minutes of stoppage time. We are winning our first game back in the Premier League, folks. 3-1. We have beaten Bournemouth. I am happy with that. Well done, lads. That's a good win for us. Absolutely it is. And we did not look out of place. We're in the Champions League places. Oh, I would love to qualify for the Champions League. Actually, I wouldn't, because we'd be nowhere near ready for the Champions League. Right, so if you watched yesterday's episode, you'd have known that near the start of it, just for the middle, somewhere like that, I mentioned the fact that we were talk of a takeover. And right here, we've got... That's kind of got quashed and nothing happened and nothing came of it. But we've just had this come through in our email box. Crystal Palace received takeover approach. Newly promoted Crystal Palace could soon be the subject of a takeover bid amid rumours that the current chairperson, David Norman, is looking to move on. The coach's voice, that is actually a genuine thing as well. I actually looked it up. It's a website to get coaching tips. Why they're reporting on this, I don't know. I mean, they're not exactly one of the national papers or in the know from X or anything like that, are they? But the coach's voice is reporting that an unnamed investor is looking to buy a controlling stake in the club, possibly with the view of floating the club on the stock market. When we look at a club vision as well, it does say board alert takeover in progress. Now, I've not seen that previously this summer. Due to the club being in a takeover process, we have altered the 5-year plan. Until the situation has been resolved, we will hold off with setting any long-term plans. So this might actually be happening. So here we go for the next game. It's an away game against Southampton. Kwaku Mensah has been offered his contract. He's not made up his mind yet, so we have no more transfer news on him. But Martin Fernandez has picked up a tight thigh. He is technically fit enough to play, but I just don't want to take any risks with him. So I'm leaving him out, bringing Finley Hyde into the right back position. Anderson Duarte is fit and available again. He's on the subs bench. Ordinarily, I may have brought him straight back in. But I think Liedemar actually had a pretty good, or very good game actually, against Bournemouth in the previous game. So I'm keeping faith with him for this one, but Duarte will probably be back for the next game. So here's the team. McKenna in goal, Barco left back, Ide right back, Bitshiabu and Ortega in the middle, Solis and Akasvatni in the middle of the park, Liedemar on the left, Mihara on the right, and Saibari in behind Barcola. And one thing I've still not done, despite saying that I was going to do it, is organise these. So why is that not working? Drag and drop a player onto the list. Right, there you go. Solis, and then we'll have Barco after that. The fact that Jason Chandler is meant to be a fourth best penalty taker, I think is quite a concern. Well, I think that should be enough. Allow player, no. Right. We're ready. Let's get into the game. Just the one change, Ide coming in, of course, for Martin Fernandez. And let's see if we can pick up 3 points away from home against Southampton. They're expected to be sort of mid-table to the high point of the bottom half of the table, if that makes sense. We are, in the season preview, you would have seen if you saw yesterday's episode, we expect to finish around 16th. I think Southampton expect to finish around 14th. So we're not like the worst team in the league like I've used to be. Oh, look at that, Liedemar. Bradley Barcola with the assist, and Liedemar has scored. It's his first goal of the season. It might even be his first ever goal for us, actually. We'll have to check that out. Southampton with a free kick. And there's an offside flag, I think, being given there, yeah. Right, there's another highlight. We're getting a lot of highlights at the early stage of this game. This one's with us. Barco to Bitshiabu. Gives it back to Barco, to Liedemar. I'll tell you what, if he carries on playing like this, oh, how have we not put... They've had 2 bites at the cherry there and couldn't get the ball in. If Liedemar carries on like this, Duarte might struggle to get a place back in the team. Saibari takes a throw to Liedemar. They did get a tackle in, but it's with Saibari to Solis. Southampton win it back. Good tackle. Akasvatni getting a potentially a goal-saving tackle in there. Here's Mihara. Tried a very cute little ball, but couldn't find his man. Here's Solis to Finley Ide. Cross into Mihara, and Kenta Mihara is offside, I think. The defender's appealing for offside. The referee was running along with his hand in the air. He's got his finger in his ear now. It's been given. We're 2-0 up. Oh, this is lovely stuff. Akasvatni to Solis. To Finley Ide. Goes back to Ortega. Here's Ide again to Akasvatni. To Mihara. He's found Barcola. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Oh, Bradley Barcola came so close to getting his first goal of the season. I'm really wanting that lad to work out up front as our striker. Well, this has been quite a breathless first 30 minutes. I'm glad they've calmed down on the highlights a little bit just so I can get my breath back. But we are looking good again. We look good. We looked awesome last season, but we are not looking out of place here. Ball over the top for Liedemar. Gets a cross in. Oh, it's almost an own goal. I don't think the keeper saved it. I think he just hit the keeper. But now Southampton are coming forward. We get a tackle in, and then Mihara gets fouled, and we win the free kick. We look levels above this Southampton team, I've got to say. I'm hoping I'm not jinxing myself by saying that, but we are looking so good in this first half. Right, we win the ball back. Bitshiabu to Ortega. Goes back to McKenna, the goalkeeper. I need to get used to his name. Bitshiabu to Solis, to Barco, to Liedemar. First time ball was a bit of a careless one. Gives possession away. Now Southampton can work their way forward. That's a good ball. And so's that one. This is 2-1. That was all because of a careless pass from Liedemar. I've been praising him. But right on the stroke of half-time, he's given Southampton a way back into the game, which, frankly, they don't deserve because we have been so much better than them. It's their first shot on target. We've dominated possession. Their XG is miles ahead of theirs. Right, Southampton are coming forward, but Finley Ide wins it back. It's with Saibari, Mihara to Ide, to Ortega. Gives it to Bitshiabu. Barco to Solis, back to Bitshiabu. We're playing the ball around nicely. We don't want to just give it away. Akasvatni to Ide to Mahara. This lovely one-touch football. Is that another penalty? But it's certainly going to be looked at by VAR. Usually when the player goes down in the box, it is usually given as a penalty. You kind of know when they're not going to be given as a penalty because it's usually when it's right on the line and then it's usually given as no penalty. But when they're in the box like that, they are pretty much 100% of the time given as a penalty. And Mahara converts. Do you know what? I think we've got a diamond of a signing in Kenta Mahara. Oh my word, he does look good. With 3-1, I hate it when we get a highlight straight after we scored a goal. Can we win the ball back? I don't want to concede right after we've scored because that's so frustrating when that happens. Ball over the top on the left-hand side. Now that one might not be given. It probably will be just to prove me wrong. But usually when they're on the line like that, that's when they're not given as a penalty. What's VAR going to say? No penalty. There you go. Told you. It's a corner to Southampton though, so we're not out of danger. Not showing the highlight, but they are showing this one now. Solis comfortably wins that ball back, but it's a poor ball out. The goalkeeper needs to earn my confidence because I'm not 100% on our goalkeeper at the moment. I'm looking at making a substitution, but no one's really tired and there's not anyone that's particularly having a bad game. But I think we'll probably take Akasvatni off and bring Zahuri on. Liedemar is on a yellow card, but he's having a really good game. I think we'll take him off and bring Duarte on, give him a bit of game time anyway. Right, Duarte takes the throw. Bitshiabu gives it back to him. That's a foul. That could be a red card. The way the referee's running over like that. And it is. Keane Lewis Potter is sent off. Southampton are 3-1 down and they're down to 10 men. And we're now approaching the 80th minute and I'm going to make a couple of substitutions. So Barco can come off for Matriciani. Mahara. No, I'm going to take Saibari off and bring Mohamed Sham on instead. Saibari's not lived up to his hype of last season, has he? We'll only make that because we want to leave one substitution in case we get an injury. And it's looking like it's going to end quite comfortably. I think we'll take Solis off and bring Hackney on, give him an appearance. He'll get a little appearance bonus for that, no doubt. 7 minutes of stoppage time to be played, but we're 3-1 up. What a start to this season. A win against Bournemouth and then a win against Southampton. 3-1. Liedemar Mahara with 2. I am really looking forward to this season. I hope you are too. We are top of the Premier League. Oh, I'm going to enjoy it because it's obviously not going to stay that way. But look at us. Doesn't that look nice? Oh, I'm loving it. I am loving Crystal Palace Football Club. I really am. And I'll tell you what, if we look at the schedule, I mean, I did say in yesterday's transfer special that we have a kind start to the season. Leeds are expected to be in and around where we are, as are Leicester. Then you get Brighton that are meant to be a little bit higher up. And then obviously we've got Liverpool and Man United. But yeah, this is looking all rather lovely. So I think what we'll do is I'll play the next few games. We'll probably come back for Liverpool, Manchester United because it is two massive teams. And yeah, I think they're the games we'll come back for. It's probably going to be a double loss episode, so it'll make up for the fact that we've had 2 3-1 wins in this episode. But yeah, we'll come back for Liverpool, Manchester United in September. Please leave a like on the video, folks. Subscribe to the channel. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you're looking forward to this season. I really, really am. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.